Hi, I'm T. Whew. Well, I want to first thank John for asking me to be here. It's a huge honor, and it's been an amazing conference so far. I hope you all are having a lot of fun. When John asked me to talk about this, the word hybrid to me, as I thought about it, I realized it actually resonated very deeply with me, both personally and professionally. I was born in Taiwan, and I was raised in a little town in Georgia called Duluth, where when we first moved there, I was 5 years old, and I didn't even speak English. So when we arrived in this little town, our family was the first out of maybe Asian family in the whole entire block, in the entire neighborhood, and also the 1 out of 3 family in the whole entire town. So growing up, I was always aware that I was very different. I looked different, and I felt different. I learned to love grits and fried chicken as much as I love rice and stir fry. I had to speak fluent English and Mandarin. So I think because of this hybrid upbringing, it really enabled me to have a better understanding, and in a way I completely fit into this theme. So now also I play the piano, and I did well in math, so you know I'm Asian. I received a scholarship to Georgia Tech, and as we called it, the MIT of the South, where I discovered this amazing profession called industrial design. And later I would continue my studies at the Royal College of Art in London. Industrial design is this really amazing profession where you can literally create the world around you through physical, mass-produced objects. And by profession, by the definition, it is embracing hybridity, where as a designer, you have to take feedback from users, engineers, all various stakeholders, and turn all of that into a product that is aesthetically pleasing, manufacturable, and functional. Now, there's often a lot of tension between industrial designers and engineers. And I've been fortunate throughout my work experience. I've been able to work as an in-house designer where I could follow my designs from early concept to research, production, and even at times to sales and marketing. And because of this entire experience and the whole product development process, it really helps me to be a more collaborative and an effective designer. So I've designed a variety of products, including hairbrushes, home accessories, and furniture. And at one point, I designed bikes for Trek. I had the honor to be the first female industrial designer there to work alongside 10 guys. On my first day, they realized they didn't have a women's bathroom for me. So they had to build one. So now this was over 10 years ago. And as you can see, there are very few women in industrial design. In fact, the largest organization, IDSA, has over 3,000 members, but only 12% are women. And this gender imbalance is significant because we know men and women, we don't think alike, and we're built differently. So after working a number of years, I've come to believe that women are, apart from fashion and fashion accessories, women are very much underserved in the world of product design. So I decided that I want to spend my career designing products for women. And when I decided that, I didn't know exactly what. Until one day, I went shopping for a sex toy. And I remember being overwhelmed and confused by this wall of questionable and bizarre anatomy. I mean, it just seemed so wrong to me that as a woman in 2007, that these were my only options as a woman. I mean, to put things in perspective, it's as if a woman wanted to buy shoes, but the only thing she could buy were flip-flops from Walmart. So anyway, I mean, to me, this was a huge shock. And so then I decided, well, I've been paid by companies to design products for women, so why don't I give this a go? And when I realized this is really a consequence of gender imbalance, when products are being designed for women and women don't even have a seat at the table. So I started my company in 2008. There was a company called Incognito where I I merged the idea of sex toys and jewelry because I believe sex toys can be so much more desirable and elevated than what was available. So I merged the idea of something that was highly stigmatized into something that was well accepted and even luxurious. I bootstrapped this company with just a few $1,000s, and what was supposed to be just a couple months trip for prototyping in China ended up being a year, and I had to figure out how to get my business off the ground. I had to find factories, I had to oversee the production, and had to figure out how to launch the company. And my mindset had to shift from a corporate industrial designer to a scrappy, hustling entrepreneur. And what helped me not just survive this journey, which was crazy, and also just being a woman alone in China, but to really thrive was really the hybrid culture that I came from. So in China, I spoke Mandarin, but I was not at all Chinese. Culturally, I'm Taiwanese American. But at the factory, I was able to communicate with them, work with them, and also I was able to understand what type of quality and design could really sell to the West. So that was a huge advantage. As well as because of my hybrid perspective on design and engineering, I was able to bring that together on the factory floor. So again, if you're trying to quickly bring products to market, it was a huge, huge, huge win. Now, as you remember, I was raised in the conservative South. Some of you may be wondering, what did your parents think about this? Well, my parents and I actually never had the birds and the bees talk. Both of them are scientists, and I think they just naturally figured like their 4 kids would just figure it out. So, but around the house, they never condemned sex. They just always treated it as it was a part of life. So growing up, I never had a stigma about sex. However, the one thing my mother did say in very typical Asian mother way was, you not get pregnant, drop out school, or you be prostitute. Since none of that ever happened, she was thrilled to support me on my unconventional career choice. Yeah, Asian mothers. A year and a half later, I sold Incognito to Crave, and in the process, I became a co-founder and lead designer. And these are the products that I've designed since I've been with Crave, including this vibrator necklace that I'm wearing. So this is both a very strong vibrator and a necklace that's USB rechargeable. And I'm showing this because today, to me, it exemplifies what I believe is an intersection of sex and design. These two worlds that I'm constantly striving to bring together, to coexist, and to create richer experiences. And you can see a few more photos on the upper right-hand corner, how it works. So I love what I'm doing. To me, it's my way to support the sexual empowerment of women. I mean, women struggle to give themselves sexual permission. They worry about the stigma. They struggle to reconcile desire and religious beliefs, and they worry about how their partner might feel. And on top of all of that, the products are just awful, and they shouldn't be. Pleasure is not black and white. What does something for one person may do absolutely nothing for another. And also the number of sex toys available is absolutely staggering. So what I ask is that, keep an open mind, and it's okay to have an opinion about what you like. I mean, there's some toys I'm like, oh, that's great, I'd love to give it a try. And some like, I don't think that's for me, which is totally fine. So it's fine to have an opinion, so long as you do not pass judgment. Our society wants to fit people in these nice little boxes, and I think we should be all more comfortable with what makes us all a hybrid individual and embrace what we do. And with that comfort of being a hybrid and comfort in our own cultural and sexual beliefs should come with respect for the preferences of others. So I believe if we can embrace our hybrid trait as a source of strength in what we do and who we are, we can all create better experiences for the world around us. Thank you.